You are watching Access LaPorte County, Channel 97. Coming up next is June 1st, 2023 meeting of the Long Beach Fire Commission. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
I think we're ready to roll. Calling over the Long Beach Fire Commission meeting on June 1st. We'll see if anybody's in attendance on Zoom. I don't see anybody yet. So we're going to assume you can blast off. Megan, Dave, Jen, Mike, myself, and Tommy. So to get started, we'll just briefly run through the public safety building news, such as it is. Design progress. I think most of you are aware that 90% drawings are available. If you need a copy, I sent those to you guys. I won't do that. In terms of cost impacts, we are in the process of assembling that information. We have the way we hope to do it is to get it to the building corporation. People get it to part. We got one to bring it. So again, to get it to the building corporation, you guys, the town council, we had some issues with scheduling. As you know, Mark's been dealing with his wife. We had hoped to have it all together for the June 12th town council meeting. We're still trying to make that happen. As you know, we had a little bit of septic. The septic permit was approved at the state level and at the health department level, but some individuals got involved and kind of threw a few wrenches into that process. So we hope to have a complete package, including those kinds of costs. The original design was based on using the existing system, which the approval process allowed, but then it got stymied by whatever this information flows. So at this point, then septic permit has been reapplied for with the information that was requested by Dave Munson at the state. So we hope to have some answers from them. Mano Laners is assuring us that it's on hold rather than denied, and it will give us a couple different alternatives in design that will be acceptable. It just depends on which one she wants choosing based on what the months says. So there's a few things that aren't on the current drawings, things like finalizing the landscaping, and then whatever council approved changes there are that we hardware in the drawings right now. They don't involve changes that we're going to propose programs. Financing is pretty much a done deal. The money's from the bank, the proceeds from the bank, as far as I understand. Building corporation is just in advance right now. They're waiting for us to get back to them with us information. And I think there's another invoice that was submitted recently that will be paid by the corporation. As soon as the council approves it, it's probably coming before the council on the 12th. And that's all I have on the public safety building at this point. Fire truck purchase, we know we want to get a couple more quotes. We have the one from Horizon that is relatively low, so we probably need to revisit that. My thoughts on that, and I know you and I have been involved with the budget pretty significantly. My thoughts on that are that we probably shouldn't just let that go into the next administration. I think we should try to get that finance at the end of the year time. So as far as the council, I think three of us we probably want to get that ice. It doesn't have to be ice.
Is the interest rate
Yeah, we negotiate the thing and we want to start trying to. Yeah. Sure. Right. So, I look at that as a work in progress. We're going to be doing capital and all of it. Someone wants to type it on. Fire department finances. Megan is here this evening. I know we had a big brouhaha about that last time. We had a much smaller crowd tonight, but she's here. If we want her to make a report, she can. I think what we'll do is just finish up here. If anybody has some specific questions on the commission, we can address those. And then after that, we have Megan address anything else we do. Go ahead.
One of the requirements of the Fire Protection Act is the annual reporting of expenses. Have you done that yet? Because I haven't seen it.
Are you talking about the E1 filing that's due with the state of Indiana?
No, there's a separate clause that in front of me.
Are you talking about the town contract?
Yes.
Oh, I believe we said we would get that to you in July just because of our tax
Well, I
season.
think the date is June 30th.
Okay, sorry, July, I
We
think,
didn't put last year's.
so are you talking about like the reference report to the town?
Yeah, there's a requirement to report total expenses by the fire.
For some reason, I thought that was on request in that contract, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can provide comparative.
Yeah, we should take a look at the agreement. And sure, because I think there's two different references. One of them is to the state filings. And that's available on requests, as I understand it. That's what I read.
The only state filings that are required is the E1 filing.
Yeah.
And then P20, which is the Indiana nonprofit tax return, and then the Form 990, which is the federal nonprofit tax return. Those are the only, all,
You get
the
that.
NP20, the 990 is public, correct? The E1 is public. The NP20, it's basically just saying this is, we're a nonprofit, and then the tax and the federal 990. So as you know, Mike, and
Correct.
other nonprofits, it's virtually nothing. So really the forms that give the financial information would be the 990 and then the E1 filing, which is required by the state.
And I think the language where it says related to the state documents that we submit. But there's an addition to that, there's another statement in the agreement, I believe, and make sure I'm right on this.
Yeah,
That says that you're going to submit your total expenses for the year as of June 30th.
yeah, we can look at all of that. I can look at that contract. I know we had multiple meetings about it. It's been a while since we
I know,
revisited it.
I
And so
understand that.
we, John and Tom and I can look at that after this and determine, and then I'll work with whether Blake, who is our official treasurer, might just help with the assistant treasurer bookkeeping duties.
Understood.
We can get everything updated. It's just, after taxing, of everything. So I think that's why we chose June, but for some reason I had July 1st, my mind, so June 30th, July 1st makes sense.
Yep, thank you.
Okay, so any other commission comments or questions? Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, come on, sir.
Sorry.
Dave Mattel, 2520 Oriole Trail. I had a questions, mainly around, was there a mistake made when we sold the fire station to the corporation that included the town hall? So my understanding is that they looked at the documents and found that purchase the corporation included town hall as well as the parking lot. Was that a mistake and was that going to be corrected?
No, it's actually, it is corrected. There's multiple lots on this property description. It excludes town hall. And, our, town council has commented on this at the town council meetings as well. And has confirmed that the town hall is not part of that transaction. They are separate.
And then when the property reverts to town hall from the purchase of so the corporation owns the property for 30 years or whatever it takes to pay.
Whatever the term is.
Yes, right now it's
10 years.
okay. We have the ability to pay that off sooner if the town so chooses.
Okay, so in 20 years, that reverts back to us. Does the corporation like get a market, like, well, it's not worth this, so we're gonna charge you more?
No, at that point, when the town gets the property back, after the bonds are paid, the loans are paid, the building corporation is gone. I mean, they've done the purpose, all they are is basically a holding corporation. It's a way to stay, I think, too, it's how they finance schools and public buildings and and that's how this building was financed when it was remodeled a few years before. It was done through public corporation also. It's a only way, if we didn't have to do that, but if we didn't use the holding corporation concept, the town would have borrowed the $2.8 million, we would have been our debt limit. And then we had an emergency like the years ago. The driveway,
we would have been able to borrow any money. And so this is the way around that, whatever rate, so basically we're at 10 right now of the new, it's the.
Thank you. Okay. And then is there any incentive for people on the corporation? What, is there a benefit to them at all, in this transaction?
No.
They don't get paid.
It's purely voluntary. We just found 3 individuals who were willing to assume the role of living our generous instrumental. 2 of those, I have to speak to one of them. We just asked them if they'd help out. One's an attorney, one that I talked to, John talked to 2 other individuals. They volunteered.
Great. I just kind of trying to make sure that things I've heard push us Russ, and thank you all.
Understood. No problem. Thank you. Glad to have you come in and ask questions so we can put the record, because sometimes misinformation takes on a life of its own in this time. Any other individuals in the crowd that would like to ask questions? Any comments?
I guess this is the good thing with technology. I found that it looked like a final draft of the agreement.
Yeah.
And it says the department shall file on an as required basis, any reports or other documents required by this Indiana State Board of Accounts, including but not limited to the anything annual report E1 upon request by the town and no more than 1 time annually. Department shall provide town with an accounting of the department's expenditures of funds received from the town. So I think it was because it said upon request, maybe that's why we didn't do it last year, but we're happy to do that if you know.
Yeah, but I just want to make sure you knew there were separate issues.
Correct, yeah, there's what's required is 501c3,
Right.
and then what's required is the agreement with the town contract. So absolutely, Blake and I concur you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
This could be the shortest meeting I've ever made. Is there anybody out in the other world that has any questions or comments? The chief's reception. Right. Mark, I hope Mama's doing okay. You're about to ask hopefully soon. But anyway, I think we're pretty much wrapped up. Tim, you have anything? You good? I think we're taking time. Yeah. Night all. Thank you for attending. Thanks. Appreciate it.